Okay, Bud, Suds, and Duds, and I thought it was perfect to go back to something. About a year ago, the three of us, me, Rob, and Mike, were right here, and we were doing witching hour stuff at the time. And Rob and I had already tried some all smoky Tennessee whiskey flavors, mango habanero and banana, I believe.
Yeah, that banana one was rad.
Yeah, so I said, what else do they got? And so this one, the name just is why I got it. It's the same brand. It's all smoky again. But this is Bourbon Ball Cream. And there's an image associated with it that looks like a donut hole. But I have no idea.
Did he say ball cream?
That's why I got it.
Like, did you get this next to the shaving stuff?
So I'm okay with the smell of it. I have no idea what to expect.
Yeah.
It looks like it's associated with some sort of like donut hole food thing, but I don't know what it is.
It smells like hazelnut.
Yeah.
Unless I'm not.
No,
remembering.
you're
Yeah.
I think you're right.
pretty
Like
close.
Nutella spread, basically.
Yeah, right. Oh, let's give it a try.
Oh, that's pretty enjoyable.
It's like drinking Nutella.
See, I've never had Nutella, so I'm not really familiar with it.
Brian
It's
doesn't
this.
have fun food.
Yeah, it's this.
It's true.
Brian's like, a chicken breast? Oh, boy. No Nutella, though.
Steamed chicken breast with celery.
Treat myself.
This is quite good.
Yeah, it is tasty.
It's a good dessert liquor.
Like, you know what this would go really good in? Just a milkshake.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
like a vanilla ice cream
Yeah.
milkshake.
Ooh, that's dangerous. Sounding.
Yeah, that would, like, this would be awesome in just a vanilla ice cream milkshake.
Yeah, I like this.
What proof is this? The 20s?
Let me grab it.
That's really good.
Yeah.
That is solid.
It's a good dessert liquor.
Yeah. Yeah, I could definitely just house one of these, just like a big ass milkshake with this in it.
Oh, really? For 35, this actually doesn't taste like it at
Yeah.
all. It's surprising for 35.
This is pretty damn good.
Because when I went to go get this, there were two others that I looked at. There was the one that I went to grab was peanut butter. And then next to it was mint chocolate chip ice cream. And I was kind of like, isn't that just going to be kind of basic?
I'm glad you didn't grab that one because that is one thing I
Yeah.
do not like.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I do not like mint chocolate chip ice cream.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, and then I said, wait, that says ball cream. What is ball cream? I got to get that. I have to ask the guys to drink some of my ball cream.
Yeah.
I just want to know
It's good ball cream,
what does
Brian.
ball cream like? What does the bottle look like? What
It's the same bottles as.
I know, like, doesn't have any. Is it just BALL cream?
Yeah. Here, I'll bring it over.
I don't understand why this is ball cream.
Maybe it's a regional thing.
Oh, it's the actual dessert.
Yeah.
Bourbon balls.
Oh, I see.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They're like donut holes, but they're soaked in alcohol.
Okay, I didn't know that was.
Yeah, sort of like people make rum balls, bourbon balls, etc. They're like donut holes that are like soaked in alcohol. That makes way more sense.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know that was
Yeah.
a thing, so that didn't stand out to me.
Yeah, no, those are actually if they're really well made, they are fantastic. A lot of people make them terribly because it just tastes like a bad donut hole in cheap rum.
Oh.
But you remember Warren?
Yeah.
Yeah, his mom made some amazing rum balls.
Really?
But that's what they were like. They were just like perfectly soaked donut holes, a little powdered sugar, and really good rum. They were fantastic. But yeah, that's what this is supposed to be.
Gotcha.
The dessert.
Okay.
But
All right.
again, I really want a milkshake with this.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
if it. I've never had one of those, and I don't know if that's what it's supposed to taste like. But to me, it's like I'm drinking Nutella, but not in a bad way.
No,
Right,
like
right.
no, that's yeah, I get what you're but that's exactly kind of what it is. It's like a donut hole soaked in bourbon. But yeah, I want this in a milkshake. I really
Yeah.
want this in a milkshake.
It would be really good in a milkshake.
All right. Well,
Good job, Ryan.
Thank you. That's a couple times I've done all right for
Yeah.
alcohol,
Yeah.
considering I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, right?
There was definitely, I will tell you guys, there was definitely something else that was tequila, and it sounded like god awful tequila. I almost went with that.
What was it?
I can't remember.
Okay.
So I'm hoping to see it next time.
Yeah, we'll save it for next time.
Right. On to the game. All right, Rob, we're going to do a little brain breaking here, apparently.
Okay.
This game is supposed to be a little tricky. I came across it and was interested because it looks like they have a lot of graphical fun with this, with, as you can see, glitching out old tech, that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. It's all I really know about it, though. So I couldn't tell you if this was a puzzle game, an RPG, or anything like that.
Okay. Let's just go right in.
All right. Yes. Because that was me making sure I could capture it.
Hey.
How's it going? Oh.
You.
Get off of my cloud.
Get out of my... into my car. Get out of my dreams. Are you there? It's me, Margaret.
I was going to say that. More like read carefully.
For the deaths of thousands of people.
Yeah, we just finished that recording.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, no, I was pretty good at it. Scroll bar. You're probably confused. I am. These events haven't happened yet. How could you possibly be held for something you haven't done? Because my name is Tom Cruise, and this is the Minority Report.
There you go.
Well, in 35 years, your future self will commit these acts, and your future self is you. You are both part of a single continuous chronological entity. As such, the responsibility for your future crimes also lies with you.
Okay.
I'm a chronological entity. You're probably wondering where you are. I have placed you in a temporary bubble outside time. You will be sharing this bubble with your future self brought here from 35 years in the future. You are to convince your future self of the wrongness of their actions. If you can do this, you will alter your own time stream, changing your own destiny and stopping your actions before they can occur. Only then will you be exonerated of your crimes.
Oh, okay.
There is a limitation of the technology used to hold you in this bubble. Time will flow normally for you, but it will appear to loop every 90 minutes.
Okay.
Until you can persuade your future self that their actions were wrong, the loop will continue infinitely. If you succeed, you will sever the causal chain linking you and your future self and alter your destiny. Before responding to anything, your future self says to you, think carefully. They will have certain moods. They won't always be receptive to the way you respond to them. Think carefully about your tone and your confidence in your conversational abilities.
Oh, okay.
Your conversation skill, your future self's mood, and your chosen tone will determine how well they receive what you have to say. If you want to be free, make sure you are as convincing as you can be. Think carefully, think strategically, and good luck.
Oh, you know what? Everybody watching, there were a ton of epilepsy warnings when this started. So if you do have that issue, you probably want to skip this.
Wow, they're actually telling the truth. This is really happening. Well, look at you, just as I remember, so fresh-faced and naive. You have no idea what I've seen. absolutely no idea what's ahead of you. I'm almost looking forward to hearing what you have to say, but believe me, I stand behind what I did completely. I don't know what you're planning to say to change my mind, but it won't work.
Is this you talking to you?
Yes.
Okay.
What is this? This isn't real, surely. What the hell is going on? I'm afraid it is. Sorry, but could you try to calm down? I know this seems ridiculous, but it's absolutely imperative that you keep your cool. Look, I appreciate this is weird, especially for you, but it'd be best for both of us if you could wrap your head around this as quickly as possible. Let's not draw this out any more than we have to. I'm intrigued as to why this is less weird for you than it is for me. Do you know something I'm not privy to? Gah, you're stubborn as I remember. So that was bad?
Yeah, so it looks like the lower right is indicating receptiveness. So I guess they're looking for empathetic responses or assertive responses now because they're changing after every answer you pick.
Okay, let's see. I know something you don't. Time travel was discovered in your lifetime. UN Science Commission, blah, blah, blah. They were probably right. The worldwide uproar following its announcement was unlike anything I'd ever seen. The ban wasn't difficult to implement, as only a handful of the wealthiest nations on the planet had access to the tech in the first place. I always suspected the ban was a convenient way for the wealthiest nations to keep time travel hidden, clandestinely use it to their advantage. Oh, whoops. I've been expecting something like this to happen at some point. That's why I'm not as surprised as you. That makes sense. Technology may have advanced some since my time, but it sounds like politicians are exactly the same. Okay. That's right. In many ways, things are worse these days. I will never believe a bunch of power-hungry politicians who would willingly give up time travel. Think about it. This was probably the most monumental technological achievement ever. Were they going to just lock it up and throw away the key? Okay, let me see.
The numbers in the upper right have not changed. I don't know if the upper left ones have.
I wonder if it has to do with how much of this insight I fill up.
Right.
Okay. Okay, it's more of the political stuff.
Right.
So assertiveness, very high.
Right.
To be quite honest, everything you're saying sounds like some kind of paranoid conspiracy theory. It's pretty hard to take it seriously. Okay.
That did not work. Because, it's funny. I was just about to say, how is this a game if you just look to the right and know what you're supposed to do every time?
Right.
So we're not. Okay. Huh.
Okay, it's very... Conversation will be possible without time manipulation technology. All right, so we have to kind of suss them out then.
Yeah.
I take it.
I think so.
Look, this situation is bizarre. Immediately finding out time travel exists, you've been forced to argue with an older version of yourself. You've not had the time to properly process what's happening. If if this had happened to me at your age, I'd probably have a nervous breakdown.
I have an idea. I'm curious what you think of it before you select an answer here. The upper left is your stats. Your future self is the right stats. So you have more empathy than they do. I wonder if the lower right stuff is more of like chance multiplier.
Maybe.
So with you having higher empathy and empathy being high, empathy should feel like a successful thing to do. But
Well,
it
I think you're
drains
right
it.
because look here, it's 9. That's 9, but this says +1, but this is 0. I don't know what these mean.
I think that's adding them up from the going left to right because it says RAEMAS. So yeah, I wonder. You're saying maybe that's like gives you a bonus to that stat.
Maybe.
I could see that too.
All right, let's try responding empathetically. If I'm a younger version of you, then you should have been through this already. Otherwise, this is a paradox. Okay.
And now empathy is low. I think the strategic part has to do with sometimes you're choosing an answer to boost the other one.
So is it one of those where I have to like meet or exceed?
Maybe. So like, for example, your rationality is low, the lowest.
Yeah.
So like you probably want rationality to say very high before you take a chance with one of those.
Okay.
I'm guessing. I have no idea. Because I don't know what the bar at the top means. That yellow
I think
bar?
that's the time.
Okay.
Will live on to be a version of me that behaves differently and doesn't commit the same crime. I will never have existed. I will never exist. That's the point of all this, I think. Empathy is low, but that's a +2.
Right.
Try empathetically again. So this is kind of a death sentence for you. Oh, nope.
But yeah, now the other two are very high.
Okay. They want you to understand why my actions were wrong in order to prevent you from doing the same thing. We're a single continuous chronological entity. If you can successfully convince me, then you have successfully convinced yourself. We're one and the same. Of a dangerous criminal without having to imprison or execute anyone.
Huh. Did not work.
No. But you're not bothered to ask me what I actually did.
Like, responding assertively should absolutely be a success here if we're understanding the math right. And if it's not, then we haven't figured this game out. Okay, yeah. We just don't know what those receptiveness numbers are.
Right.
And we're only guessing as to the bonuses.
Displaced by climate change. Oh, that's hitting a little too close to home.
Yeah, right.
From what I remember, it hasn't reached breaking point in your time. In my time, however, millions of people from poorer countries have been displaced by colossal flooding and destroyed ecosystems. Yeah, it's a little too close to home.
Yeah. Yeah, temporary home camps.
Right? As you might expect, there's consistent bickering by the world's wealthiest countries over who will take the refugees in the long term. Huh. All the while, the camps have been expanding exponentially, and no one's sure how the UN is going to keep paying for them. My camp had about 40,000 people in it. It was like a small city. Conditions were absolutely terrible. There were times when I felt that they'd have been better off dying than fleeing to this place. There was rampant crime, poverty, corruption, and...
Can you hear us?
You can hear us. Okay, look, we don't have much time. We've temporarily interrupted the loop. Hopefully they can't detect it. The music also changed.
Yeah, I noticed.
If we get cut off, we'll try and interrupt the loop again, but it might have to wait until the next loop for reasons that are too complicated to explain right now.
Thanks, T-Mobile.
Right? Everything they told you at the start is a lie. No, not a lie, but not the whole truth. They didn't tell you who they represented, did they? You were just told that you needed to... It's gonna cut off.
Okay, so at the end, that adds to our numbers.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, all right. So this is exactly the same.
Okay.
So the first one, I responded.
You responded assertively the first time. Because he was all like, whoa, chill out, man. We're not seeing the normal stuff.
Wait, I remember this. We've had this conversation before. I pressure them even though they don't want to talk about it. Why am I just wasting time? No, this time will be different. So it wants me to choose different answers?
Well, it occurs to me if we're never successful with rationality, we'll never improve rationality. So what I don't understand, though, is when will we know we want to use rationality other than when it's very high? Which, I mean, it is now, but I don't know.
What are you hiding from me?
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
I didn't expect that to happen.
Something is wrong. I don't know what to do.
I know the feeling.
I feel like I'm making this worse. My future self seems confused. I won't convince them by confusing them. I need to get back on track. What?
Yeah, how did that happen?
Okay, that's what I asked before.
Right.
Should I just, like, do more rational?
I have no idea. Okay. Huh.
Insight banked.
Oh.
That's really the point. Okay, so this is him talking about him dying.
Okay.
Single chronological entity.
Yeah.
Okay, we've had this conversation before. Okay. Whether I'm the dangerous criminal they think I am. We've talked about everything except the very reason you're here. Talking about being overseer of a climate camp at the squalid conditions, but then something interrupts, something I don't understand. They want me to understand, though. They want to tell me something important. Who are they? I need to tell my future self about this. I need to tell them to understand. Conditions were terrible. You've already told me this. I know this sounds strange, but halfway through you telling me your story, someone interrupts the loop. They try to convince me of something, but get cut off before they can say anything. Does any of this make any sense? No, I've no idea what you're talking about. This time manipulation device might be doing something strange to your mind. Don't worry too much. This sort of tech is way beyond my understanding. I wouldn't be surprised if there are some weird side effects. That seems like he's not on the level.
Right.
So wait, you already know I was the overseer? Did I tell you about the rampant crime, corruption, and... They'll just reset the loop. Not again. Disconnecting.
Oh, okay.
Are you even listening to me?
We were not.
Sigh. Am I boring you? Do you actually want to hear what I have to say? I'm not quite sure what just happened, but I really do want to hear your story. Okay, fine. It doesn't even really matter anyway. It's not like I can escape from this loop. We're stuck here with each other. Now, where was I? Ah, yes. The sickness.
I was going to do that. Yep.
There was a colossal sickness rampaging through the camp. I'd seen outbreaks in other refugee camps, but I'd never seen anything like this before. This level of sickness was just so far out of my realm of expertise or experience. Thousands had died, thousands more were at death's door. It was just...
The music changed.
Yeah. Must have been very hard to witness. Do you know what was causing it? Yes. Yeah, it was horrible to see. Not knowing the cause made it even worse. I may have been overseer, but they didn't trust me enough to tell me what they were actually doing. Are you saying you were not only unaware of what caused the sickness, but that your superiors were actually responsible for it? How did you find out? Ding me. Yes!
Yep.
I totally dinged. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was about to report the sickness to senior management, but began to notice officials behaving strangely across the camp. Hushed conversations, late night gatherings, off-the-book meetings, and so on. When I asked one of my contacts about what was going on, he accused me of being irrational and paranoid. For a while, I believed him. But eventually, it all seemed too strange to let go. I snooped around the senior management offices when I knew they wouldn't be there. I didn't find anything incriminating, but I found a room in the management sector that I couldn't access. As overseer, I should have been able to enter every door in the camp. Something was very off here. I convinced another contact to give me the key code for the room. She warned me that there's no going back after this, but I didn't care. I had to know what they were hiding. I can understand why you felt pressured to go behind everyone's backs. It must have seemed like they were hiding something from you. Confronting them directly wouldn't have helped. Ding me. I'm impressed you pulled this off without getting caught. Actually, wait a minute. Is this where they caught you? Ding me. Yeah! Totally dinging over here.
Yep.
No, I'm here because I'm responsible for the deaths of thousands of people. Remember, nothing I'd done at this point has caused anyone to die. Well, actually, I suppose the contact who helped me could have very well been dead now. I've no idea what happened to her. Given my current predicament, I can't imagine it was anything good. Poor Alice. I really wish I hadn't involved her. She could have met a grim fate.
She could have met. Oh, I see how he's saying. Okay. So at first when I read that last sentence, I thought he was saying, if only I'd done something, this nice thing, a grim fate would have happened to her. But now that I'm reading it again, I'm realizing, no, this person is saying they don't know what happened to her.
Right.
They could have met a grim fate.
Still, the greater good is far more important. She'd understand if she knew the whole picture. She wasn't naive. She knew the risks. If that's what you need to keep telling yourself to feel better, so be it. What did you find out anyway? Ding me. Yeah, I'm dinging.
Yep.
I'm dinging real good over here. Fine, I'll explain. See, I'm almost at a full insight.
Yeah.
I don't know what this does.
Right.
But the other thing that was down here said insight banked before.
Right.
Fine, I'll explain. The room seemed innocuous at first glance, but then I noticed some paper documents on a table next to an unnetworked computer. I hadn't seen paper for a long time. It was very rare and only used when something was too important to be stored on a hackable device.
Unlike this DOS machine we're on now.
Right. The whole thing seemed very suspicious. Naturally, I looked at the documents and what did I find? Well, they were detailed reports about a bioweapon program being tested by a clandestine arm of the UN right under my nose in this very camp. They were engineering a pathogen that would reliably kill about a quarter of the population. They wanted it to seem natural, like it had spread by common water contaminants. Every single person in the camp was a guinea pig for a genocidal weapon.
Yeah, your multipliers aren't great right now, so...
So the thing we haven't really surmised yet is what exactly this person did that made thousands of people die.
Yeah, right. Like, how are they to blame for this? They're finding out this plan.
Right.
So,
Let's try empathetically.
okay.
At least it explains the sickness. Why would they do this? What could they possibly stand to gain? Yes! Full ding. That's exactly what I thought too. I was equal parts shocked and confused and did the only thing I could do in this situation. I took what I'd found to my other UN source and confronted him about it. Uh-oh. I demanded an explanation. I wasn't going to leave without an answer, and he knew it. He told me everything. Their justification? The wealthiest countries were never going to stop arguing about what to do with the refugees. None of their citizens wanted refugees near them, and the situation was only going to escalate as the climate worsened. Some people in those countries blame poorer nations for not doing enough to protect themselves from the effects of climate change over the past decades. They claim these countries spent their money on everything but climate defense. It's a lot of reading. Let me take a drink of water.
Sure.
Okay. Because of this, they apparently deserve to suffer the consequences. Empathy was in extremely short supply.
Did you want to, like, split up the lines? Like, I read one color, you read the other or something? Would that be easier?
Oh, no, I'm good. I just need a drink of water.
Okay, gotcha.
The immediate problem facing the UN was a lack of funding for their growing refugee camps, and no country was willing to increase their contributions. We still haven't found out what he did.
Right. And your insight's full.
Yeah, I don't know what that does.
Right.
It was quickly reaching a crisis point. They needed to do something drastic if they were going to affect change in time. Okay, so now this is where they talk about the bioweapon. Rationally. How do we get from here to kill a quarter of the population? How did that become a reasonable solution? Oh my God, I'm dinging across the board.
Yeah.
They believe that a catastrophic population reduction in poorer countries would shock wealthier nations and force them to accept more refugees. Okay, I mean, we're getting closer, but we're not, like, it's like skirting around what happened.
Yep.
A quarter is bad, but not catastrophic. It would be terrible, but wouldn't destroy entire countries.
I feel like this is going to... He took this information and he applied it in wealthy countries the way that they were applied in the refugee camps. That's where I'm currently leaning.
And common water contaminants, well, they're present in much higher levels in poorer countries and almost non-existent in rich ones.
Right, that's what I was thinking. So
Yeah.
they wouldn't have a defense against it, naturally speaking. Yep, never mind.
So what are you thinking so far?
I still feel like that's what he did. Yeah, I'm still thinking that's what he did. Sort of like trying to be Robin Hood, but with a pathogen.
Right. Let's try assertive. As overseer, shouldn't they have told you about this? Oh, got it. Oh my god. Dinging across the board. And they thought it would save lives in the long run. Deciding to kill this many people is atrocious. So was he actually an overseer?
Maybe not.
So they wanted to do this whole operation, kept him out of the loop completely.
Right. Here's another thing that I'm thinking. Don't these stats seem kind of weird?
What do you mean?
How are we changing the past if we're talking to our future self? Instead of talking to our past self. You know what I mean? Like, or let me put it another way. How are we changing his mind?
We're, from what I understand, like the goal is to make sure that our reasons are sound by changing his mind on what he did, so we won't do it.
Okay. So, is this like multiple universes thing? Like,
I don't know. So the thing that I'm looking at here, and with the stats that we're doing and the selecting the correct quote responses,
right?
Brian, I want to ask you a question.
Okay.
Does this seem like you're doing something like, say, training an AI?
Yeah, right. Yeah, it could be that. Yeah, I don't know. This is interesting. We'll see where it goes.
Dang. Our parents raised me, and you, I assume, to have a strong moral compass. And I suppose I'd always been a bit outspoken about things I cared about. It's what made me a good overseer. I really cared for those people and did everything I could to help. Like, we're almost at the end here.
Yeah.
And if I'm looking at this right, like, my future self's rationality is at 10. This is going to make it 9.
Right.
And then every other stat's already higher. Okay, so they're talking about how future self went to try and, like, whistleblow it. Yeah. If I was captured, no one would stand in the way of their plan. Everyone else involved was clearly willing to go along with it. Okay, well, who's everybody?
Yeah.
So I made a split-second decision that I've had to live with ever since. Oh, did you call it, Brian? Did he unleash the pathogen?
Okay. Oh, no, that's not what I was thinking.
So he's just straight up gonna blow up the lab.
Yeah.
It was close to breaking down. I had no time to figure out a better plan. I had to act there and then. I deactivated all the safety features of the environmental control systems using my overseer access and overloaded the entire thing. The range of the camp was turned into an inferno, and it destroyed the bioweapon and the plans and killed every single person in there. There was nothing else I could have done. It was a choice between sacrificing these 40,000 people or allowing millions to be killed when the bioweapon was released. I bet you're wondering how I'm still alive. Well, it's going to cut off.
Yep.